Okay. Come on, kick in. Hi, everybody. I can't see anybody right now. I'm just waiting for your screen to load up here. Shouldn't take that long. There we go. Now I have to find you guys. You're not where you're supposed to be anymore. Let's see. I've got no chat at all. I'm here to do the Virgo monthly reading for August, is what I'm here for. And immediately following this video, I'll be doing the mini live readings immediately following this reading, okay? So you guys can be prepared for that. I can't get anything to move. I can't get anything to scroll. Come on. I hate it when software, it's like it works, but it's half frickin' broken. There we go. There you guys are. Hello, Jess Hartfield. Welcome. Hi, Pamela Holt. Welcome, Pam. Hey, Donna. Hello, Corinne. Oh my goodness, we're going through the same thing. Our little heat wave's supposed to last. They said it could last up to 5 days. So we're in day 2, and it was hot. It was a hot, hot day. Humidity doesn't help any either. Hello, Liag. Welcome to the channel. Hi, Connie. Virgo love. Yeah. Hey, Donna. All the way from Oklahoma. Do you know what I got today in the mail? See these? See these earrings right here? These were handmade for me, and I got 2 sets in the mail, and they came from Vermont, USA. So I'm in Canada. And this was the other set. I got these just a couple hours ago out of my mailbox, and they're like a birthday present. I just got them today. They've been in the mailbox for a little while, so I told her I would. This color didn't really go with this, so I said I'd wear the beige ones. But they were made just for me. They're absolutely stunning. I love them. I get spoiled sometimes. Never been spoiled in my life until I got this channel. You know that? I wouldn't have known what it's like to be spoiled by anybody. So, anyways. Hello, Black and Ease, Venus and Virgo A. Okay. Hi, Constance. Good evening. Oh, thanks. Am I pronouncing your name right? Liag? Liag? Is that correct? Am I doing it wrong? Tell me if I'm doing it. I hate slaughtering somebody's name. California in the house. California A. Washington State. I love seeing where everybody's from. Tampa, Florida. You're lucky. You're lucky in a way, yeah, that your heat lasts until October. It depends here. It depends. Every year is very different. I've seen, well, I didn't plant a garden this year, my bad. No vegetables. But I have seen with spinach, because they're frost hardy, but I've seen us picking spinach out of the garden like 3rd week of November one year. And then other times we can be under 5 feet of snow in November. It just depends. They are beautiful earrings. They were from Jill Decker. Thank you, Cora. Cora's a big one. She's always sending me stuff. Aren't you, Cora? You always, and out of the blue, and she doesn't say anything anymore, just this parcel from Amazon or FedEx will pull up to the house, and I haven't got a clue, and it's usually from Cora. Thank you, Liag. Thank you. Okay, good that I'm saying it right. Melbourne, Florida. Oh, I'm a little wiped out. We were out in that heat all afternoon, and guess what? That nursing home, okay, for those of you that don't, unless you're part of the group, you have no idea what I'm talking about. We took a friend of mine, lifelong friend, And I said, what are you up to? And she said, I'm getting ready to go visit my mom. And her mom's in a nursing home and has been for about 5 years or so. And I've been twice before to visit with her mom. And she said, would you like to go see mom? And I said, sure. And I said, what about the dog, though? I can't leave. She said, no, we'll bring the dog in with us. And I'm like, they'll let us in with the dog. She said they wouldn't let us in with my dog because her dog's too hyper, barks and screams a lot. She said they'll let us in. He'll be a hit. He'll be an instant star. So we did that. We went into the nursing home and spent some time with her mother. And we got there. When we left, her cheeks were glowing. Her cheeks had turned all pink. Her eyes were wide open. And she was like more alert. It's like it revived her. Brenda said Bear was in her hands, and I said the minute she holds the dog, it's going to be all over. There's something about little Bear, and the minute people touch him and go to hold, they go, oh, he's got this. I don't know what it is. It's like it's more than a teddy bear feeling. It's I don't know. It's unbelievable, and people don't want. There was actually, so we made a tour, and we went through the whole nursing home, and everybody got to see the dog, hold the dog, and that kind of. And a couple people, well, they're some have dementia and things like, and they wouldn't let go of the dog, and she had to pry their hands to get poor Bear, and he's just going, oh, I don't know what's going on here, But he was giving Mrs. Lee, my friend's mother that we went to see, giving her kisses all over. And Brenda said, Mom, you do know the dog's licking your face, kissing you. You've never let a fur ball lick your face ever. You always hate it. She was smiling. It was very moving, really. It truly was. It was beautiful. But I am a little wiped out. I was saying that, start to say the nursing home. What kind of dog is little Bear, Kim? He's a brand new breed, believe it or not. That's very special, I think. I'm really proud of that. I just think it's cool. It's a cool, fun fact. He's a Morkie Poo. He is a tri-bred or tri-breed. He's part Maltese, Yorkshire Terrier, and Poodle. And all his intelligence comes from the Poodle, and they're super smart. And they've only been in existence since 2014. So he's a Morkie Poo. Hi, Ryan. Hey, what's going on, bud? Brother. Oh, you know what? I don't travel, right, Ryan? I'm not a traveler. I get very uncomfortable. I don't. But I have my own mental bucket list that if I could kind of transport myself somewhere in the different places, Hawaii's always been one. And not on a cruise or on a tour, without all of that, and seeing the hidden places that only the locals know about. I've always wanted to see Hawaii. Always, always, always. He was a gift from my son, Kim. That's correct. I got him on the 11th of July. Yeah. Is that right? The little teacup poodles, they're very, very small. My mother had one of those. It was awful yappy, though. And one thing I will say about little Bear here, he's not a yappy dog. For a little dog, he's not. He's got a real dominance thing going on, though. He'll try to dominate anybody he's sitting on or whatever, and he tries to dominate the cat. Poor Stewie. Stewie's whacked him a couple times. He's still not getting it. So, So it was a good day, but I really am. I'm tired in a different kind of an emotional way, maybe. And it was hot. There's no air conditioning in that great big nursing home. Couldn't believe it. Like, it was really, really warm. They had every window open you could open. And one of the staff nurses said up on the floor in such a room they had air conditioning. It's the only room in the whole building. I just didn't think that was right. I said, this is a nursing home, and it's a big one. It's not this little dinky thing, a 5-bed thing. It's a big one. It's a big professional one. And they had so we were in there. I don't know how long. We were there a while. And then I had to go and pick some groceries up and other errands that I had to run. So I'm tired, but it's a good tired. I'm okay. If I was too tired, I wouldn't be reading, put it that way. So anyway, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start this smudge and get this on the go here. We're 10 minutes in now. We're 10 minutes in here now. This is for Virgo for the month of August. Oh my goodness, already. Let's see if we can't get one to spark up here for us tonight. It's been touch and go with the smudges. With all the humidity and everything we've been having, it really has a big effect. Come on. This should really catch because this is very dry. It seems very dry to me. Brittle, dry. Get in there. Come on. This is being challenging. Come on now. We just need, I know what I'm going to do. I still have some of that white sage. Where is it from Cora? There we go. I'll put some of that. That will at least cause, it'll give a smudge. Might not be all cedar, but it will give a smudge. There's the last of it. No. That's that white sage. That's the very last of it, Cora. Thank you. I enjoyed every smudge I used it in. Thank you very much, Cora. I appreciate it. Boys are stubborn at times, I tell ya. There we go. Now she's taken off. Wonderful. Yeah, it's different. You know what? It's giving me a bit of my life back doing the live. I don't have to spend 6 hours on 12 videos, saving them and uploading. And oh, that smells good. You got this. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Oh, I'm getting smudged tonight, baby. Oh, that's lovely. It was well worth the struggle. And what else? Here we go. Yes, Lilith. Ooh, Lilith. Just like giving her a hot bath. And where's my selenite? There's my cards. You know what I should have got when I was out today? A new deck of cards. I never even thought of it. It was last minute. I was literally a minute and a half to 2 minutes away from turning on the camera to do this Virgo reading. And when it was like, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah. I stopped and dropped everything where it was. So I didn't have a list for the grocery store. I was not prepared. Because I would have thought of cards. Well, you know. So anyway, I don't have to be fussy with this tonight. This is good. This is good. This is good. All right. Put this away. Oh, before I go any further, the candle I'm burning tonight is Sparkling Cranberry from intuitivecandles.com for anybody that's new and just tuning in. They are 100% local, handcrafted, soy-based, 100% soy-based candles. Double wicks. 40 to 48 hour burn, depends. Every scent you can think of under the rainbow. They carry more than just the candles as well. They've got the little melts and they've got all kinds of neat stuff. Anyways, when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals like my Lilith here. She's a semi-precious carnelian. Beautiful. She's one of my favorites. I've got lots of these now. And here's another one that can be used. I think this is a blue aventurine. And you get it under the light and they're beautiful. And I have a rose quartz shoved down my bra. I'm very honest and direct, aren't I? Need to know, right? Okay, let me get your shuffle up. Let's see. I'm going to put my glasses on. I can shuffle and do all this while you guys are talking and stuff too. So, okay. Coming into your season, almost your birthday, Ryan. How do often do, oh boy. Really, if I was to show only pristine cards, these are well broken in. I've got 4 decks identical to this. When did I start using this? Was the first year in 2016. And I've probably gone through, it's 5 or 6 decks in that time. But that's using them until they're not usable anymore. Like I really get my money's worth out of them. They're not the cheapest on the shelf, put it that way. But they're not the most expensive. They're average. They were, with tax and everything, in $40 some. You get the book with it. You get the nice case that goes with it. but they're beautiful. But I am, one of my goals, I just have to apply what I want and get started, is I want to create my own Bay of Fundy Fortune cards eventually. I figure it's going to take about 2 years from start to finish, because you kind of have to, have a book nowadays. So that'll be the most challenging part. We'll be putting the book together. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to do this last run, and I'm going to cut the deck here for you guys, and we're going to see. I'll pull Lilith in as well. We're cutting. Oh, and I didn't post this in the group. My moderators don't even know I'm in here. Okay, here we go. Lilith, as this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this public general reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of August 2019 are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for anyone that's viewing this reading. She says, I'm not going over the top. I'm saying yes. What do you want me to do? Backflips? All right. Saucy thing. Okay, I'm going to pop into my own. Yes, ma'am, Miss Dambert. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be able to see you guys. I'm popping into my own camera because yours, there's a delay. It drives me crazy. I pop into my own software and everything is in real time, and that's what I'm comfortable with. So I'm going to pull this down so you guys can see your spread being laid. Your very first card, your overall energy. We're looking at here, beautiful card, 6 of Pentacles. Generosity. Generosity. I'm hearing generous of spirit, generous with love. Second card, wealth and finances, and you've got another 6, and you've got the 6 of Wands, and this is all about success. I'm loving the way this reading is already panning out. Third card, your hearth, your home, your intimate relationships, 2 of Wands, and having a vision for your future. Now, why did you show up here? Your challenges. Why? We're going to find out. But we have the card of death and transformation showing up at your challenges for the month of August. The very last card in this reading is your message from Spirit. Okay, you're being given a heads up. Super awareness. Get out the your feelers, using your spidey senses for self-protection here, because this is the Thief card of Tarot. But it's also a 7. So it's a possibility of things may be coming here. Let's start at the first. Let's do that, shall we? Excuse me. That's our national icon right there in Canada, is Tim Hortons. They've crossed the border. Tim Hortons are at this end of the U.S., northern part, I guess you'd say. So, as well as Irving gas stations. Irving gas stations is a New Brunswick thing. They used to be number 2 or 3 in the world, but I think they're down around 8 or 10 richest family in the world, and they're right from here in New Brunswick, and they're in the oil and gas industry. Interesting whole history behind their family. Anyway, but Tim Hortons is, Tim Horton used to be a hockey player, Canadian. It's a long story, but you can Google it online, but that's our national thing, and I got this from the very best Tim Hortons in Southern. I can't speak for the rest of the problem, but southwestern New Brunswick, they're the best. They make their coffee. They're just down the road in Laurenville off the highway. All their coffee is made from well water. It always tastes like more. Usually 1 cup of coffee is enough for me. But anyway, I'm going to have to mic it up. Okay, very first card we're looking at here, we're in 20 minutes. Timestamp that for 20 minutes. The 6s are all about balance and having harmony, bringing harmony. I just heard things are getting straightened out. And this is bringing harmony for somebody out there that's meant for you. You're feeling so good, feeling so happy. That you want to share have you ever been in such a really good place that you want to share that goodness, that excitement, that happiness, that joy with everybody? This is the card. That's what it means for you here tonight, Virgo. But this card also is here to tell you, and Tarot wants you to know, that you're going to be given a gift. Remember, this is a general reading, may not even resonate, I don't know. You're going to be given a gift, which is going to either be, or given as a token of love. The method behind it, the reasoning for you being given this is because it's coming from a place of love. Not going to show me what it is. I wanted to see what it is because it's a token. What they're giving you represents the love they have for you. If you're not receiving that, then you're probably going to be receiving the gift of money. And this is what they call feel-good money. It's to take yourself out and treat yourself, have a spa day, buy a new outfit, take yourself out for dinner in the movies, something along those lines. The other side of this card is for you to be reminded that if you were giving of yourself to somebody else, you may just be giving of your money, but it's probably more of yourself. And to know that the very act of giving to others, doing for others, helping others, aiding others, in itself, in the bigger picture of your life, whether you're aware of it or not, it's a gift in itself. The very act that you're reaching out to do something for somebody else, to help them in some way, to lift them up, to lead them through, to advise, to be there. That in itself, the fact that you're put in the position to help someone else is a gift. I know I get too wordy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on that. If you are the recipient of any gifts, the advice for you is to be accepting of those gifts with grace and with humility. It's going to be a humbling moment for you. Wherever this gift is coming from, it's going to humble you. You'll be moved. And you'll be saying, wow. You'll be blown away. Your keywords for this card are finances and gifts and balance and help and compassion and humility and feeling safe and feeling protected under the umbrella of this beautiful universe that we live under. Your next card we're looking at here is your finances and your wealth, and we're looking at the Six of Wands. And we've got success here. These two cards go together beautifully. We've got Wands, which is all about fire, passion, but about the other end of that, practicality. Wands are things like our job, our bank account, our community, our home, our vehicles. Do you know what I mean? Practical things that we work with, we live with, that are part of our days, our everyday kind of a thing. With this card here, what's great about this card, it is the card of success. It's showing, for some of you, if you've completed something and you've reached a goal, it's something that you've done, and it's more public probably than private. Tarot's telling you this is your time, Virgo. This is your time to shine. It's your time to not hold back at all. Like at all. Say what you think, say what you feel, mean what you say. Don't hold back. Of course, if you got something that's not full of joy and love and all, you got something a little more serious, remember to be sensitive to the other people that you're addressing. You can speak your mind, but in a sensitive way. Use common sense, correct? Any future plans, long-term plans that you may have in place as well. Here's what's coming through. Anybody starting a new job, working on a big project, beginning something new, it's like building a home. Do not take any shortcuts. That's being discouraged. Don't try to set a new way of doing something. You don't need to be the hero here. Let somebody else do that. What you want to do is the investment of your money, the investment of your time, the investment of you on every level, emotionally, intellectually, the whole 9 yards. Investing and doing things, and I'm hearing, again, I've been hearing it a lot with this card, old school. You know, you're not going to catch a gondola to go up to Mount Everest, right? You know, it's not going to happen, right? Gondola, I don't know what the proper word is. It's the machine that, yeah, carries you. That's not going to get you anywhere. You're not going to get any instant fixes. If I want to get to the top of that mountain, well, let's take that. We'll get an easy ride up. That's not what this is. The opposite of that. This is all about the lessons learned along the way. I'm sorry if I'm feeling a little, but it is. It's about taking the long, hard road. You know, most people look. It's kind of like the hare and the turtle, right? That race, and the hare's looking at the turtle, going, "This can be a joke." Like, what are you going that way? And the turtle's slow to begin with, but it's like, what are you going that way? But the turtle has tenacity. A turtle doesn't give up. A turtle keeps a slow and logical, steady pace. And he takes the right way. It may be the long way, but it's the right way. You know how he knows? Because others have done it that way for years. You do it the long way, the hard way. That way, you get everything right the first time. Instant fixes only fix things for an instant. But when that joy and that bubble bursts, you're left either where you started out with a long time, or you're back. You've taken a few steps back. Go with what's tried and true. See, too wordy again. That's all I had to say. Go with the tried and the true way. The ground's already been broken for you. Okay, it's not like you're going to be the first one that's breaking ground here. It's already been broken. And it works. And down the road, when you reach your goal, you attain what it is that you're going for, you're going to look back and go, you may even say, there were times I wanted to swear, I wanted to spit, I was so pissed off, this is taking too long, this is too hard. But after the fact, so you got 20/20 vision, hindsight, right? And you're going to say to yourself after the fact, I can't imagine ever, if I had to go back and do it over again, I can't imagine doing it any other way. We got more back than what we were going for, more than what we expected. This was a wonderful lesson and an incredible experience for somebody out there. And this does all translate for a lot of you, cha-ching, ching, ching, right? There could be an offer of love coming towards somebody as well. A new love. This is a new romance. Virgo. Who said Virgo love earlier? Hi, Brittany. Thanks. You know what? I've got to... Hold on a moment. I didn't share this in the group that we were live already. I just said I'm going in a few minutes or something. Let me do that. Take care of that, please. Okay. You want Bay of Funday. There we go. Bay of Funday. Come on. No. Not St. John Dog Rescue. Why won't you click in there, Bay of Funday? Come on. Facebook's been acting up lately. I have to keep refreshing my page. Oh, you're just pissing me off here. I can't get it to... Now, see, you put in St. John Dog Rescue. What's wrong with Bay of Funday? Come on. There we go. There we go. That way the monitors, because they feel bad. They say, I didn't know you were on. So I try to do that. There is a romance coming for somebody. Remember, it's a general reading. This romance for somebody, if this applies to anybody, it's going to be followed eventually by a proposal. Maybe this is going to be your summer of love, summer of romance. Isn't that what summer's all about? You know, I used to tell that story. Some of you remember, you know, of in our head how we picture being in love, and it's perfect in our head. It's like a movie. And living here, beautiful summer night, the tide's in, and the cove is full, and it's still, and there's a full moon shooting a beam of its light across the cove, across the water, eliminating everything, making everything very dreamlike. There's a soft breeze. It's very soft. It's very warm. And you're with somebody new, and you're thinking, this is it. And you're just overjoyed, and you're holding hands, and you're walking up the beach. You don't even need flashlights. It's the perfect setting. But in reality, it doesn't work that way. In reality, if you look like me, you're going like this, trying to get the moths out of your hair, and you're getting bitten by mosquitoes, and you're probably swallowed a fly or two, you know, this sort of a thing. There's a reality of a situation. Always keep your feet on the ground. That's easier said than done when you meet somebody that takes your breath away. There's an instant, you know, and but the older we get, the more reserved, and the more we get good at that, of not giving too much within the first meeting, kind of a thing. We've got to keep our cool. We've got to be suave. We've got to be cool. The older you get, the better. You either go one or two ways. You either get more refined and reserved, right? And you keep them guessing. They don't know where you're coming, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Or you become so goddamn desperate, there's no doubting what you're thinking or what you're feeling. So, because that happens. What do they call women? Cougars. Women that are whatever age they're trying to look, doesn't matter what age they are, they're trying to look like 20 to 30 years younger than they actually are. And they're going for mates that are 20 to 30 years younger. I got my own opinion on that, but I don't want to offend anybody either. I want to grow old gracefully, and I'm proud. I'm going to be a proud old lady. I can tell you that I, you know, managed to live to be 60 already. I'm still here. Oh my God, my heart's still pounding. And I go, how did I make it this far? I don't know. But I don't want to, I'm accepting my age very much so, but I feel in my mind like I'm 42. Isn't that the universal number, right? It's 42, but I feel 42 inside. Physically I don't, but inside I do. And I don't have anything against age, but I couldn't see me getting involved with somebody 20 years younger than me. Just mentally, we would not. Intellectually, I got 20 years on somebody. I'm like 20 years ahead of you. I know 20 years more shit than you do. I know shit you're going to do that you haven't even thought of yet. You know, because I've already been there, kind of a thing. But this offer of love's pretty powerful stuff. I'm just saying be careful, but enjoy every moment of it. You only live once. Victory is one of your keywords here. Of course, love proposals, promotions, strength, and ceremony. This is your time to shine. So if the spotlight's on you, do your little jig, do your little dance, have your little say, express yourself. Express yourself. We've got the wands here. Remember, there's passion and there's fire going on. For Virgo, ooh, Virgo, most of you have a quiet passion, but the embers are there. There's a fire that burns, but you're just, I know Virgos, and they all seem to be the same. Maybe you guys aren't. So anyways, what I'm looking at here, I got to warm my coffee up. Two of Wands and Vision is the prompt on this card for you. Another one. This is focusing on That almost picks up on the previous card. Focusing on relationships, romance. Um, the beautiful thing about this for somebody, and I hope this resonates with one of you out there. Out of the few thousand, I hope it resonates with one of you. This is a card you see that is true. It's going to be united of becoming one, two becoming one, becoming united, which means two separate entities feeling like they're becoming. Is when you come together. That sort of, I'm not going to go through all that. Anyway, Natalie, shut up. This is somebody. This is not for everybody, because this doesn't happen to everybody. This is extremely special. This is somebody that's meeting somebody else. You're going to meet somebody else, and within the first nanosecond of laying eyes on them, something happens. You don't even have a decision over this. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You're smitten. You're taken. There's something. There's chemistry. The hormones are popping. You can almost hear them. But it's more than that. It's like you're old souls, and you've come together once again in this lifetime that you've been together before. Seriously, that's what I'm getting here. It's almost like the universe created you two just for each other. I'm serious here, and I don't recall ever saying this to anybody. It's almost like you were created for each other, because you're so, the key word, like-minded. And it's almost like once you get introduced to this person, or you meet this person, you're instantly inseparable. At the end of that meeting, when you have to go your separate ways, remember, you're strangers. It's going to hurt your heart, and it hurts theirs. And you don't feel right. I mean, it's magical. It's something over the top. It's something extraordinarily beautiful. You guys, your souls recognize each other. And you eventually, you will have a full-blown relationship with this person. You'll be able to, you're the best thing that ever happened to each other. I don't know where, of course I know where it's coming from. It's spirit. It's a like-minded individual. When you get to know each other, you can speak for each other if one is absent, because you already know. You know each other so well. You can complete each other's sentences within a few words. Not like me, I get real wordy. You can feel what the other person is. If I explain something to this like-minded individual that's just like me and we're connected, I can sum everything up in one sentence with the words I use, and they feed off the rest. They already know what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. They know. If I were to take that same statement and apply it to somebody else completely different, I'd have to talk till I'm blue in the face and the veins are popping in my neck, trying to explain where I'm coming from. This like-minded individual is heaven sent for you. You almost read each other's minds. You are so rock solid in tune with each other. Like I told you, this is amazing. It's only for one, if that. This is just, this is an out of your world kind of a thing. New projects coming up in the job front for some of you. Testing new things, trying new ways. Interesting. I'm hearing interesting stuff. The other thing with this relationship, the meeting of the minds and the like-mindedness and all of that, you broaden each other's horizons. Things that have not even become an inkling in your head yet. Stuff that'll blow you away, and you'll say, if somebody told me I'd be here doing this 6 months ago, I'd say, you smoking crack or something. You're crazy. And here I am. This is unbelievable. You broaden each other's horizons. You really, really inspire each other. You support each other. You are everything to each other. You feed each other. You nurture each other. You always try to bring the best out in that person. That's in a perfect world, I say. My God, give that to me. Do you know what I mean? I wish we could all have that in a perfect world. For somebody out there, you captured it. I don't know why or how, but you have. Some of you are looking to either just the mundane education to further your education, but I'm feeling somebody's looking for more of a spiritual leader. They're hungry for more spiritualism. They're hungry for the esoteric, the metaphysical, the inner power, the intuition. They can't get enough, almost an obsessive thing. Are looking for the proper teacher. And chances are, yes, you are, because this is your vision, it's part of your vision, and you're going to follow through with that, and you are going to gain your education in that department too, as soon as you find the right teacher. But somebody's just on a quest, and that's what you're looking for. Tarot felt it important for to bring that up. The advice of the card is to look for those that share your visions, those on the same wavelength with you. Look for people like that. Other people, you usually sense people like that. I do. I sense, I pick up on things and I go, I like this person. I've only known them one split second. I like them. I already know what they're about. I like them. I don't know the details of their life. Maybe there's things they've done or been that I wouldn't like, but I like them. You know, I've met people like that and they ended up being lifelong friends. It says something. If I look at somebody and I meet someone for the first time and I feel confused, that's not good. That means it's somebody that's a head F. Do you know what I mean? A head F. I don't want to swear tonight. But spell it out. And they'll always confuse you. Have you running in circles. They never make any sense to you. Oh, you know, but then, like I say, the person, the right people, it's just, you know, within a minute. That right there to me, it shows me the universe is present and is saying, you know what I mean? It's just exciting, right? When you stop and think about it, when you feel the presence of the magic that's going on around you, you feel what's coming, you feel so full of hope and excitement for what is yet to come. Listen to your inner knowing at all times. Your intuition will never, ever, ever steer you wrong. Learn to trust more in your intuition and learn to open up more to the universe. For those that maybe could use just a little bit more of a nudge in that direction. And keywords are partnership and creativity, communications and travel, planning, education, and inspiration with this card. What a happy home life. What a happy home life. It all coming together. There's more to that card, but I can't go on for the next hour about that card. The next card's a strange one. Not really, but it is. And it's here to tell you, it is the card of death. And basically, all this indicates is a huge transformation coming in somebody's life. Remember, it's a general reading. And I always tell the story because it never changes about this boat. This boat is a dory. And when you look at it, the nets on the bow and on the stern are rotted and limp and falling apart. The sides of it are all kicked out and rotted away. You can see part of the floor is rotted away. But you stand back and you look and you go, well, wait a minute. Wow. And you instantly know the beams of light coming down are blessings from Father, Son, we'll say. There's every kind of marine life you can think of, from the smallest little guppy to the biggest sharks, dolphins. There's a little bit of everything. So she used to carry her fishermen out to sea to fish the weirs and this kind of a thing and make their living. And one day they stood on shore and they watched her sink. And they said, she's dead in the water now, boys. It's time to build another. And away they go. She wasn't dead in the water. She slowly sunk to the seabed floor. She became repurposed. She houses some of the marine life. They house themselves within her. Some hide from predators within there. She starts to grow more plankton and all that good stuff. So she creates a food and a whole ecosystem off of this dead in the water boat. She's been repurposed. And no matter who you are, the change that's coming upon you, you're going to be repurposed. Your life is going to change What drives you every day is going to change. There's a huge, huge change. You may fight it at first, believe me, and I'm not going to try to talk you out of it or stop you because you're going to do it anyway. You try to fight it at first, go right ahead. You'll learn in your own time that it's kind of useless. This is a beautiful life for this boat. Absolutely beautiful. It's rich, serving such an important purpose, providing such things that are really, really needed. And it's just good all the way around. It's not a bad card today, my friends. Not today. Your challenge is to trust more in the universe and your intuition. Your last card we're looking at, Seven of Swords. I don't like this card other than the fact that it does tend to give us this heads up that something could be around the corner. Again, it is a general reading. One moment, please. I really want my coffee while it's still drinkable. I just have to heat it up, just a pinch. I'll just be a moment. Yeah. Yes. Excuse me for munching. I was out and got groceries and I'm craving salad really bad. I haven't had one in so long. One of my favorite greens is arugula. Oh my God. So I was like, oh please, and they never have it in. I was like, please have arugula just this once. Oh my, and I spied. I just snipped a little piece. It is so nutty. I love it. Seven of Swords. Get those spidey senses out. Start feeling around. Something else about this card too is seeing things. You're suspicious of somebody. Something's gone down and you're really suspicious of somebody. You may have more than one camp to deal with here. This could be a work thing. That's what I'm feeling. It could be a work thing. And there's the camp that doesn't believe and the camp that does believe. One accuses, the other one's defensive. And what's going on, and you know. You just know you're right. If somebody is to blame here for something, and you know exactly who it is, you know, Virgo, exactly how it went down. But Virgos aren't real quick to trip over their own feet to go tell on somebody or to expose somebody. This sort of a thing. You guys distract me. So much good talk going on over there. Sorry. Put it this way. You're very suspicious of somebody. In the bigger picture, in the end, just stay cool. Keep it together. Stay calm. And I know, Virgo, you won't run. And you won't say, well, I know who did this and that. You're not like that. You're hoping that it'll unfold on its own without any being intervened by you. But in the bigger picture, I can tell you this. Your suspicions will be validated. And people are going to look. Some are going to be aware of it. And you're going to go, told you so. And you have a right to do that because nobody, the ones that you did confide in, for some of you, you'd confide in, so they're like, you're crazy. Maybe somebody stole from the company. Maybe a contract was stolen. Maybe something got broken. Whatever it is serious enough that the whole office, kind of the whole business, people you work with, everybody's aware of it. It's one of these things. And you knew from the get-go. So good for you. And it will unfold on its own without any interference from you. But your suspicions will be validated. For the couple, because I'm feeling you've told a couple people. Kind of like, I don't know. And they just looked at you like you grew 3 horns on top of your head. Crazy. What's wrong with you, kind of a thing. And all that's going to be validated. And you're just going to go, whatever. Nobody would listen to me. That kind of a thing. So you got to watch out for that. This is the Thief card of Tarot. When your intuition tells you not to trust, oh, you just got that gut. Don't do it. Your intuition's saying, don't do it. Listen to your intuition. When it says don't trust the situation, don't trust that person, don't trust walking across the street, don't trust, whatever it may be, you listen to it. Follow your gut. It'll never steer you wrong. It's just another word for intuition. Do your own homework as well. If you have some stuff and information that you have to go through gathering some information up, you got to do your own legwork this time around. Don't expect anybody to do it for you. People may offer, say, no, thank you. This is something I have to carry through on my own. But find out your own stuff on your own. Then it's firsthand. Then you can't get mad at anybody else if something screws up. You've only got yourself. Look for the facts. Try to distance yourself and keep yourself away from negative people at this time as well for the month of August. That always cracks me up because I see people. I get the comedy thing going. Someone's hiding behind a bush. Don't want your neighbor to see you. You know what I mean? You're sneaking in the back door of your house because you don't want somebody to see, that you're trying your best to avoid a confrontation maybe that is about to happen. It always strikes me as something comical because no matter, it's like the harder you try, the closer it's getting, and you can't avoid it. You're going to have it out sooner or later. It's just a disagreement between yourself and somebody else. You don't agree on something, and you're tired of it. The other person just won't go away. You're like, I wish they would just go away. I wish they would just disappear. I'm tired of this. And when are they going to get it? That I'm not changing my mind. Something they want you to change your mind on and they won't let up. And you're sticking to your guns, so good for you. If somebody comes out of the blue at you, here's another thing. Somebody trying to gain your trust to be deceptive. All right, you got to watch out for that. So, if somebody comes along at you and they're offering their services or they're offering their help, or they kind of want to be buddy all of a sudden, you feel like they're sucking up, they are. So you got to say to yourself, why are they doing this? This person's never been interested in me or cared about me or paid any attention to me. Why all of a sudden? Because you got something they want. That's why. That's why. You better wake up. That's all I can tell you. Don't allow yourself to be flattered by somebody that wouldn't give you the time of day a week or two ago. All right? Don't allow yourself to be flattered in that way. I always say with this card, use the Whiffam theory. What's in it for me? Only reverse it and say, what's in it for them? Why are they coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden? You know how you can work in a building or even live in a neighborhood, in a community, and you can see the same people every day and maybe live there 12 years. And there's certain people you've never had conversation with, you've never spoke to, and you've all lived on the same street for all that time. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, one of these blokes come out of nowhere and, can I help you carry your groceries home? Oh, I see your fence thing's broken. Can I fix that for you? Spidey senses start to sing, and it's time for you to start dancing to the beat of whatever the song is, so that you connect with it. Ask the universe to come in, intervene. Never be shy to ask the universe to come in. Never, never, never be shy to do that. But anyway, you're coming out of this okay, but there are lessons learned here. Okay, you get burned once or twice. This is for some of you. That's what I'm hearing here. Keep your guard up, though. Don't become over paranoid, but keep your guard up and take responsibility for your situation as well. This is a card of theft. It's a card about negative people. It's a feeling of insecurity, mistrust, And again, we're coming down to protection. I know it's a bit of a long, they're all long lately. That's because I yacked for the first 20 minutes. That's why. That was your reading, everybody. If you'd like to have a private reading with me, for anybody that's new, please look down below this video window in the show more section or the description box. Read everything through and just send me off an email and get in touch with me, and I'll get you taken care of. Join us on Facebook if you'd like. If you don't hate it too bad. And there is a group there under groups, Bay of Funny Fortunes. It's closed. It's private. What goes on in there stays in there. And you can leave any time you like. Also, if you're looking for me, you don't find me here this time of year. I'll probably down at the cove, down walking along the beach, along the water's edge. They bring the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. It's an inspiration. It inspires me every single minute of every single day. I'm watching my little dog today. We're out in the yard earlier today, and the seagulls are all excited because the tide's leaving behind some little of those Asian crabs and things like, so they know there's a big feed, and they're very excited. And every time one of them cries, the gull cry, his little head would keep sniffing in the grass, then boom. And he's trying to figure, and it would just grab his attention. And I'm the same way though. So the both of us were, because when you hear seagull, my brain can be somewhere else on a different planet, and I hear a seagull cry or hear the waves crash below me on the beach, I'm instantly drawn right back into the now, where I'm at in that moment, in the now. And I love those moments. You're very welcome, Kim. I appreciate you being here too. Have a good night, Donna. Hello, Andrilla. I'm fine, thank you. I'm just finishing up this Virgo reading. And I'm going to be getting right behind this. Give me about 10, 15 minutes in about there, and I'm going to start the mini reading for tonight. You hugged a tree today? You know what? I cop a little feel off the trees in my yard once in a while, too. I do. Yeah. Yes, the lady in the nursing home, my friend's mother. Yes. Yeah. That little dog brought so much joy to people. There was one lady in a wheelchair. She'd been there since the doors opened on the place. And that's not a new building. She'd been there forever. She's in a wheelchair. She doesn't even seem that old. She can make sounds and she can react to you. And I didn't ever even lay eyes on, and she lit right up. Made me smile. So Brenda says, you want to hold the dog? This is Little Bear. And she was making guttural sounds because she can't speak, but her whole face was lit. And I mean lit. And she didn't want to let go of him. And she was over them. And even Brenda had said, my friend, she said that just watching the look on her face alone was worth the drive here and all the trouble. It brought joy. He brought joy to everybody. Everybody was, like I said, even the staff are behind their glass walls, and they look and they go like this, and they come running out of their office, you know, and they come right out of the hall, and they're all excited. Oh, can I hold him? And the whole bit. He was a real good boy. He behaved real well. He didn't fight to get down off anybody's knee like he did with me and Brenda half the day. Let me down, let me down, let me down. And the feet are going, and he's twisting and turning. He did none of that with these people. It's almost like he knew he had to be gentle. And like Brenda Lee's mother, he smothered her face with kisses all over the place. So it was a beautiful thing. Yeah, no, I swallowed it, Patrick. Hi, Patrick. I was chewing on it, but yeah, I got away from it. It's gone. Yeah. And I'm going to be live again in a few minutes here, Kim. I'm going to do the mini readings. So, yeah. I don't know. It was such a little thing. Brenda's there every day to see her mother. She goes every day and sometimes twice a day, and has a full-time job, and is a very busy person, but she makes time for her mother. Her mother was a very strong person when we were kids growing up. She was the pillar of the community, and she helped a lot of people. If you were feeling lost or you needed something, you went and seen Mrs. Lee. And Mrs. Lee took care of you and took very good care of you. And she had her own family to look after, her own job to do, and the whole bit. But she was the pillar of the community. She did a lot for a lot of people. And it's hard to see her where she's at right now. It's hard to see her. This woman that stood so strong and proud, and now the limitations, but her mind is still there. If you get her in the right time, she's very quick and very alert. But I think we did something really, really nice for some people. We lifted their day, we brightened their day, and we just let Bear go. He was not a problem. He didn't pee on the floor. He didn't poop on the floor. He didn't bite anybody like he does here. He was really, really good. He was very, and he just kept looking over at me. And when he was met Mrs. Lee, he rested his head on her hands, and he just watched me. Let me know, Mummy. Let me know when we're done, you know, kind of thing. So it was amazing. Yes. Yeah. That's nice, Lee. That's really nice. It does make a big difference. I'm going to quit it for now, guys, because we're into over an hour. So I'm going to stop. What did I say we started at? 20 minutes? I'm going to have to take the time to go back and check. Anyways, I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll be doing the live mini readings for the collective. I'll back in a bit.